everybody. My name is Claire Westmoreland, and it's my absolute pleasure to be talking to you about gut health, which is a topic that I'm hugely passionate about. And it's so important for you to truly love the body you're in. So I'm going to share with you some key facts about the body and how it functions to help you support a healthy body for life. And I am not interested in quick fixes or fads. I am passionate about showing people what they're meant to feel like, how their body is meant to function, and why they should focus on well-being now and into the future first and foremost. So as human beings, we have a tendency to fix what we see and ignore what we don't. And we really need to understand the role of the gut and just how important it is in health. So we're going to delve into the body and the digestive tract so you can learn to look after your home for life, your body, and give it the respect and love it deserves, because we only get one of them, don't we? So Hippocrates said all disease begins in the gut. And now with mainstream medicine rallying around the importance of gut health, it's hard to disagree. And with more research, we're learning that so many health challenges can be traced back to an imbalance in our guts, suggesting that maintaining gut health might be one of the most important goals and breakthroughs in thinking we've ever seen. So research is showing links between the gut and the immune system, the autoimmune system, the brain, and even the skin, which in simple terms means when something is out of balance in the gut, it can show up with challenges in other areas of the body. So when we say the gut, what are we talking about? It's the digestive system, a group of mouth organs, including the mouth, the esophagus or gullet, the stomach, the pancreas, the liver, the gallbladder, the small intestine, the colon or the large intestine, and the rectum. And your gut serves many essential roles in sustaining and protecting the overall health and wellness of your body. And the small intestine is 56% of our entire gastrointestinal system or gut. That's more than half. 90% of our calories are absorbed here, and it's the home to the largest density of immune cells in the body. A huge proportion of our serotonin is made in the gut, and this is why helping maintain intestinal health is important for our overall well-being. Your entire gut is home to over 100 trillion bacteria as well. We've got more bacteria in our gut than cells in our body, and there are over 400 different bacterial species. And this is also called our microbiome, so you'll hear me refer to that. So why is this significant? A healthy, diverse gut microbiome is not only important for digestion, the bacteria also help your body produce vitamins, absorb minerals, aid in the elimination of toxins. They're responsible for a good part of the immune system. In fact, our gut microbiome controls about 80% of our immune system, plus some aspects of mental health, including your ability to resist anxiety and stress, are all influenced by the gut microbiome. As I mentioned already, our gut produces the majority of our serotonin, that's our happy hormone, which plays a huge role in our mental health. It also produces about 50% of our dopamine, which is our feel-good hormone. So disruption of the microbiome in our gut can result in our bodies being out of balance. If we have an overgrowth of bad bacteria in the gut, you might struggle to maintain a healthy weight. You might experience skin issues. You might feel low or tired, bloated, struggling with brain fog, poor concentration, cravings. So does any of that ring a bell? And we're learning all the time about the long-term impacts of poor gut health, its association with disease and illness, both physical and mental. And sadly, with most people's lifestyles, so many of the things we do daily can contribute to an imbalance in our gut microbiome. Diets that are high in sugar, gluten, and processed foods without enough dietary fiber or healthy fats and proteins, as well as stress, can affect the normal microbiome. Overexposure to chemicals and medications can also affect the fine balance of our microbiome in both quantity and diversity. So next, what about the gut barrier? So I want you to think of your gut as one long tube from your mouth to your bum. So like our skin, it acts as a protective barrier for our bodies by absorbing what we need, not allowing entry of certain harmful substances, and eliminating waste. So when the integrity of the gut barrier is compromised, our gut can't do its job effectively to help protect the body. And everything that I just listed that disrupts the balance of our microbiome can also impact the gut barrier. But the good news is we can do something about this, and it can be as simple as knowing how to make the right choices in diet and lifestyle. So hold that thought. I'm going to be sharing some tips next, but I also want you to know it's not just your gut that has a microbiome, your skin also does. So your skin is the largest organ of our body. Its surface is home to a diverse community of microorganisms which play critical roles in the function of the skin and the regulation of our immune system. So we want to make sure our skin microbiome is also in balance. Again, diet and lifestyle play a huge role in the balance of our skin microbiome as to what we apply to our skin on a daily basis. So it's truly inner and outer healthy living. What's going on inside affects what's going on outside and vice versa. And then the final thing that is so important to consider, and it's a particular passion of mine, is on mind health. Our mind affects our body and our body affects our mind. We have a long nerve called the vagus nerve, which goes from your gut to your brain, and signals get sent up and down it all day, every day. And they communicate. So when you say, I've got butterflies in my stomach, or I've got a gut feeling, this is why you think a thought, and it produces a response in your gut. But when you also have a feeling in your gut, it sends signals to your brain and gives it feedback. And your gut is often referred to as your second brain for this reason. And as I mentioned, a huge proportion of your serotonin and dopamine are actually made in your gut. So if you eat well and have a happy gut, your mind and thoughts can be affected positively. And if you think positively and work on your mindset daily, it can impact how our gut functions and therefore how our body works. And stress is everywhere, isn't it? It's the 21st century disease. 84% of the population in a recent study are classed as being stressed out. And this can hugely disrupt the fine balance of bacteria in the gut. So now you can see why it's so important to look after our guts and make sure they're filled with healthy bacteria. You know how important it is to look after your gut, so I want to share you some steps you can take to support it. So adding additional gut support in the form of probiotics, good bacteria, prebiotics, food for the good bacteria so they keep thriving, and digestive enzymes, which help you break down your food to digest it properly, and the enzymes in our body naturally deplete with age and stress. One thing that I also encourage is to try an elimination diet for a short period. 30 days is often a good time to see how your body reacts, give it time to rest and digest. And this can help you identify foods that might be making you feel bloated or sluggish or tired or just generally not your best, not firing on all cylinders. The main foods that you might want to limit or eliminate are gluten, dairy, heavily processed foods, artificial sugars, sweeteners, flavors. And another thing we can also then do is load our bodies with antioxidants, healthy protein, and vitamins and minerals. So antioxidants, what are these? So you might have heard of your 5 a day, eating your 5 fruit and veg a day, or your 30 different varieties a week. This is because fruit and veg are naturally rich in antioxidants. Antioxidants fight free radical damage. Free radicals cause destruction in their body and cause aging, and they basically munch away on healthy cells. They cause this chain reaction, and they are everywhere in the world we live in. What we eat, what we breathe in, what we put on our bodies. Antioxidants are the equivalent to putting tape on the mouths of the free radicals. They stop that munching, that chain reaction. And that's why antioxidants are so important, to protect cells from damage. So next, every cell in your body is made from protein. So hitting your protein goals isn't just for people who want to grow muscles when they go to the gym. It's important for skin, hair, nails, your heart, your brain, everything, your muscle, every organ in the body. It also keeps you nice and full. It's especially important if you're menopausal. And most of us underconsume and overprocess the protein we eat. So meeting our protein goals is a must. And then by adding vitamins and minerals to our diet, you're covering all the bases. You're ensuring all of your nutrient needs are met. And then adequate sleep is probably the one bit most people overlook the most. It's actually one of the most crucial pieces of the puzzle in terms of gut health and supporting your body to do what it does best. Your body repairs itself at night. You allow your brain to calm down at night. It helps to process information. It's necessary for the normal fluctuations of hormones. Sleep can help your body deal with stress. So switch your phone onto flight mode. Stop staring at your screens. Don't go down the Insta scroll hole or stop scrolling on the TikToks. All of these are needed for you to make the sleep hormone melatonin. And also by balancing blood sugar during the day, you'll do yourself a huge favor when it comes to getting good quality sleep. So you want to be eating foods rich in polyphenols. Polyphenols are plant compounds that have many health benefits, including reductions in blood pressure, inflammation, cholesterol levels, and oxidative stress, which is cell damage. Human cells can't always digest polyphenols, so because they're not absorbed efficiently, most of them make their way to the large bowel, where they're digested again by your gut bacteria. So some examples of foods rich in polyphenols are cocoa and dark chocolate, red wine in moderation, grape skins, green tea, almonds, onions, blueberries, and broccoli. Because as we've already heard, probiotics are live microorganisms, usually bacteria, provide a specific health benefit when they're taken and eaten. Probiotics don't permanently colonize the intestine in most cases, but they may benefit your health by changing the overall composition of your microbiome and supporting your metabolism. In a review of 63 studies, the researchers noted that the probiotics' strongest effects seem to be in restoring the microbiome to a healthy state after it had been compromised. Some studies have shown that probiotics can improve the functioning of certain gut bacteria, as well as the specific types of chemicals they can produce. You can increase your intake of probiotics by consuming more probiotic-rich foods, including those fermented foods like kimchi, kefir, sauerkraut. Alternatively, or in addition, you can consider using a probiotic supplement. And as with many of these tips, our one absolutely has you covered with our symbiotic, meaning it has prebiotics and probiotics, and digestive enzyme supplements, which are heat stable, meaning they survive stomach acid and actually reach the gut intact. The most exciting part of maintaining good gut health is you are in control. So know that you are now in exactly the right place, and let's do this together.